there isn't much good news emerging from the coronavirus pandemic. But it now looks as if millions of office workers who are currently working from home will be allowed to continue to do so, and for the long term. The lockdown, which forced office workers to work from home, has been unexpectedly successful. So successful that governments in Germany, the UK and the USA are now planning legislation to give certain office staff the legal right to work from home. Employees have proved very productive in their home settings. 80% of UK office workers say they would like to continue working from home. It is as if white-collar work has been propelled into the future and we have suddenly arrived in the year 2030. Home working and flexible working has been a growing trend for over 20 years, but immediately before COVID struck, only 2% of office staff regularly work from home. But what we have now discovered is that tools for remote collaborative working have developed and improved. It's now a pleasure to use them. The technology seen in software such as Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, Slack, Teams and WebEx make remote project management effortless. In video meetings with multiple participants, it's possible to share presentations, documents and files around a virtual table. Meanwhile, dedicated work clouds keep the data secure and encrypt it end to end. The spread of high-speed broadband around the world has now made such virtual connections widely accessible geographically. Many companies have noticed improved worker productivity and are actively planning to shed office space when the pandemic is over. Barclays Bank is quitting its London HQ for good and asking staff to continue to work from home. The notion of putting 7,000 people in a building may be a thing of the past, said Jess Stanley, CEO of Barclays Bank. Another bank, UPS, has also announced it's likely to cut office floor space substantially. Google and Facebook workers have been told to work from home until at least next year, as have Amazon staff. Consultants PCW report that 25% of financial directors are now planning to cut back on office space. But there will still be a need for some office space. Once a week or so, team members need to meet up in person to discuss projects in a data-secure office setting. They need to bounce ideas off each other, to argue and provoke, to indulge in blue sky thinking. They also need to gossip and socialise, to keep the team coherent and bonded. And face-to-face meetings are places where bosses can meet their teams to motivate, encourage and to manage performance. Of course, not every office worker is emotionally suited to remote working, and not every type of office work functions remotely. Comedy scriptwriters and advertising creatives are two examples of work teams which need to bounce ideas off each other when they're together in person. And jobs which involve super secure data may also need to remain in centralised locations. But there are tens of millions of office jobs which can be done well from home 4 days a week. Even if just 20% of office workers continue to work from home after the pandemic is over, the economic and environmental benefits will be huge. First, congestion at rush hours would be considerably reduced. Reductions in carbon emissions and air pollution would automatically follow. Additionally, those freed from the daily commute would benefit from the saved travel costs. They would also enjoy a better life-work balance and a considerably enhanced lifestyle. And many remote workers would reconsider where they live if they didn't have to commute every day. But I think within 5 years, 50% of office workers who were office bound in pre-COVID days will be working from home for at least 4 days a week. The office will be a clubhouse where you socialise with the other team members. This trend will continue to grow. Within a decade, 80% of former office jobs will be located in the home. The benefits to the economy and the environment will be huge. And what will happen to all those skyscrapers and office campuses that are no longer needed? Well, you might fancy moving into one of the new apartments they're building in the old banking towers in London's Canary Wharf. Or you might fancy a penthouse suite in the trophy office building that Apple constructed in Cupertino. The revolution in office working has been coming for years. The coronavirus pandemic just booted it into the next decade. Stay well, everyone.